Good afternoon, my good people. My name is Dwayne Wade. My chosen regulation was Ocean Carrier. Today's date is April 30th, 2023, and this is for my Transportation Systems class. I chose this specific topic because I'm already used to traveling and delivering in trucks, and I just kind of wanted to know a little bit more about the ocean routes and ocean shipping. So I just want to do research on that. Some rules and regulations. Well, first I'm going to start off by saying what exactly is safety regulations. Safety regulations are defined as mandatory requirements that aim to prevent or reduce injury. They include laws and regulations such as prohibiting the sale of fireworks and mandatory standards, such as specifying that children's nightwear be fire resistant, and it's just a bunch of different safety regulations. But specifically, maritime safety is the safety of life, and excuse me if I said that wrong, but it's the safety of life at sea has been a matter of concern since the inception, and this time many regulation conventions have been adopted to improve operational safety conditions. One way of ensuring that action is taken before a disaster occurs is the use a process known as formal safety assessment. This has been described as a rational and systematic process for assessing the risks associated with shipping activity and for evaluating the costs and benefits of IMO's options for reducing these risks. Passenger ships in operation today are subject to a vast array of regulations and standards, covering every aspect of ship construction and operation. A number of incidents over the past years have led to improvements in safety regulations, including those relating to fire safety measures such as escape routes and fire protection systems for the large atrium typical of cruise ships and life-saving appliances and arrangements. Regulations governing the carriage of chemicals by ship are contained in the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, abbreviated SOLAS, and the International Convention for Prevention of Maritime Pollution from Ships, as modified by the Protocol of 1978 relating thereto, MARPOL 73/78. Excuse me. The regulations cover chemicals carried in bulk on chemical tankers and chemicals carried in package form. Pilots with local knowledge have employed on board ships for centuries to guide vessels in or out of port safely, or wherever navigation may be considered hazardous, particularly when a shipmaster is unfamiliar with the area. In addition to local knowledge and expertise, pilots are able to provide effective communication with the shore and with tugs, often in the local language. Qualified pilots are employed by the local port or maritime administration and provide their services to ships for a fee, calculated in relation to the ship's tonnage, drought, or other criteria. SOLS Chapter 11-1 requires ships to comply with safety regulations concerning the construction, structure, subdivision, safety, the machinery, and electrical installations on board ships. IMO's Subcommittee on Ship Design and Construction, SDC, is responsible. IMO body tasked to develop any necessary amendments to relevant conventions and other mandatory and non-mandatory instruments, as well as the preparation of new mandatory and non-mandatory instruments, guidelines, and recommendations. They set these regulations pretty much to what I learned on studying this is they set these regulations to protect the cargo and the individuals boarding the ships, and just the total water safety completely. It's just not. These regulations aren't just set to protect cargo or whatever. They're set to protect the humans' lives too. Maritime law, also known as, this is another thing I just found out for the first time, also known as Admiralty law, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, is a body of laws, conventions, and treaties that govern private maritime businesses and other nautical matters, such as shipping or offenses occurring on open water. International rules governing the use of the oceans and seas are known as the law of the sea. Maritime law is composed of two main parts: national maritime statuses and international maritime conventions on the one hand, and the general maritime law, Lex Maritima, and on the other. An ocean carrier is a large vessel used by businesses to transport goods via the sea. These vessels are capable of carrying different items, from large volumes of clothing materials to chemicals. Ocean carriers are one of the cheapest modes of shipping with the largest goods carrying capacity. So I would say that makes them pretty valuable. But that concludes my video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this.